Hello, I'm Stephanie Quine with the Weekly Law Report. Here are the top stories for the week. 21 law deans will descend upon Sydney this weekend with the aim of strengthening legal ties between Australia and China. Sydney University's Law School will host the deans as they explore opportunities for joint research in energy and resources law and financial regulation. China's poor human rights record will also be on the agenda. Seeking political asylum from Ecuador might just pay off for WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. Legal expert Professor Don Rothwell said that Ecuador can, under international law, grant Assange political asylum, in which case he would enjoy protected passage from the UK back to Ecuador and avoid extradition to the US and Sweden. President of the Australian Lawyers Alliance, Greg Barnes, said that Ecuador has picked up the responsibility of the Australian government. A long-running human rights claim by the Wadeye indigenous community against the Northern Territory government has been resolved. In 2007, the community asked the Human Rights Commission to consider school funding arrangements it claimed were racially discriminatory. A study found that for every $1 spent on a child attending school in the Territory, only 47 cents was spent on a child in Wadeye. This month, an agreement was signed to provide an extra $7.6 million in funding to schools in the Wadeye region. Melbourne firm Arnold Bloch Leibler acted pro bono for the Indigenous community, and Education and Schools Minister Peter Garrett was credited with shepherding the settlement. A government expert and King Wood Mallesons partner says that Julia Gillard's minority government will have a difficult time fixing funding problems that have flown on from the High Court's decision on its chaplaincy program. Stephen Jaggers says the case blows away the proposition that you can do anything under executive power that you can do by making legislation. The High Court ruled 6-1 that the chaplaincy program was invalid because it does not fall within the Commonwealth's executive power. I'm Stephanie Quine, thanks for joining me. I'll be back next Friday with more top stories in Australian law and business.